All right, first up, rent assistance and a jam-packed one-day special session that is still going as we speak in Salem. Our producer is watching it now. So we're going to show you plenty of grainy video of lawmakers making speeches and casting votes because clearly that's good TV. So you'll get that. But first, I want to introduce you to a renter who is waiting on assistance from the state. Zena Moore lives in Clackamas. She's a social worker with a master's degree who lost a job during the pandemic after unemployment ran out over the summer and she couldn't pay rent for July through October. So Moore now has a new job and she's now paying rent moving forward, but she's asked the state to help her cover the debt of those months when she couldn't pay, which is about $7,000 at this point. And making matters worse, Moore has lost several relatives to COVID. 7 total, she says. So this pandemic has hit her from all angles.
I just don't want our community of lawmakers to forget about trauma. I think it's a lot of it going on, not only just around the rental assistance program, just the whole pandemic, the COVID. I think we're still in a pandemic, and that, you know, we just all need to band together to support each other through these tough times.
So Moore's version of banding together and supporting each other, she says, would be the state funneling more money into rent assistance and protecting renters who are waiting for that money. Lawmakers have been at it all day. Again, they're still at it right now. But here's the gist of what they've been considering and what they've been voting on. The main policy shift would be to give renters who are waiting for assistance a longer, what's called safe harbor, way longer. So basically, if renters apply for assistance before the end of this coming June 2022, lawmakers are considering protecting them from eviction until October 1st. They're also weighing a huge funding package, $215 million for further rent assistance. That includes a $100 million landlord compensation fund. Also, $100 million for drought relief for farmers and agricultural workers who lost wages to severe weather. And $25 million to help local law enforcement agencies stop illegal cannabis operations. So as of now, this is an update from just a few minutes ago. Both the House and Senate have passed the funding bill. So that big rent assistance figure that has passed both chambers. The House right now is still debating the others, including the eviction protection through October. Advocates, at least with the money portion, are thrilled because they say the stakes are really high. Since the eviction moratorium in Oregon ended in June, the Oregon Law Center reports landlords have filed for non-payment evictions for more than 2,200 tenants across Oregon. At the same time, the state says more than 8,000 renters are waiting on assistance and have been for months. So here's some of what we heard from lawmakers today.
There are too many renters and too many landlords left that need to be paid and made whole. And the only way we can do that is to pass this bill. We need new money for the system. And otherwise, we will leave thousands of landlords and thousands of renters without protection and without being made whole. And I think it is a true emergency. I don't think it can wait till February.
This is a fix to get landlords paid who have been out of revenue for a long time. This doesn't going to fix the problem completely, but it's going to help them a lot. It moves it forward and it gives a chance for those who now can go back to work to be caught off and start afresh.
Now, we do want to be clear, though, these items didn't just sail through the legislature without pushback. In fact, several lawmakers, many of them conservative, raised concerns about that funding item in particular.
What are you doing to make sure that able-bodied individuals that are capable of working when businesses are crying for labor are not taking advantage of this plan? And 2, there's no means test in this bill. So what are you doing for a means test to make sure that someone that could very well afford to pay the rent is not making off with money from the state?
Now, a lot of you might have opinions on that question, and it's coming from all sides, and it's one that we get from a lot of people at home. John wrote in asking us, why is the state of Oregon still offering rent assistance when there are so many job openings, many of those with signing bonuses? Lori asked the same question and then added, we're not on lockdown like we were, where folks literally couldn't work. We're not in the same place we were in a year ago. What am I missing? So this is the answer that lawmakers got.
The intention of the package that you all are considering is that the $100 million in funds that would be added to the Oregon Emergency Rental Assistance Program would be layered on top of the existing federal program. And the federal program does have means testing. So it requires 80% AMI and below, 80% of area median income and below, with further requirements to prioritize applicants at 50% of area median income and below. So it is really targeted to very low income individuals.
So on top of those federal guidelines, state officials went on to say data shows that most people applying for rent assistance here in Oregon are working, and they're trying to pay back rent, which, remember, is the case with Zena Moore. She got her new job last month as a social worker. She's just hoping that the state covers those 4 months she owes as soon as possible.